I'm Linus.
Trevor. And I'm Kyle.
And we're TELYKast.
Lines all over my body. For the first time, I felt like I was made for somebody. But I know being in love just ain't enough for us. Am I just afraid of having nobody? But you got me.
So Linus and I actually moved to LA about 6 years ago, right at the same time, because we both attended a production school called Icon. And prior to going to the school, we both were in sports backgrounds. Linus was a diver, I was a hockey player, but we both had injuries. So when we were filling out the questionnaire for the school, they were like, you guys would probably be a great fit. You have a similar situation. And
for
literally
roommates.
From day one, we just kicked it off, and it was kind of like started day one. And then we ended up meeting Trevor right after we finished school.
Yep.
About three and a half years ago.
Yep.
And same thing, he was doing a similar thing that we wanted to do, and like it just kind of
we kind of just hit it off immediately and me and Linus started producing something together like the day after we met, and we just really vibed with each other.
And it was like, yo, let's like join forces and make this a trio, and let's have a lead singer and kind of push the needle and do things that weren't really being done in our space at the time, which is good because now that they are being done, we've already had about 4 years of developing it. We're united by production, but we come from very different backgrounds. Like I come from New York City, and I come from like hip hop and R&B and like the British Invasion and like Motown.
And then I come from like a metal background. Like I played in bands kind of all through my teenage years and stuff, and then got into production. So I bring like that kind of end to the table.
And then I'm like hardcore electronic, like dance music fan ever since I was 13. So it's really, I think, like we said, the culmination of all of our influences, and just that really gives us what our sound
is. The sound that you hear.
Like he plays guitar and sings, I play keys and guitar, and Kyle DJs and produces too. So, and then we all produce. So.
Daylight's kind of the track right now, so to speak. That was another thing that was interesting with like the collaborator, because me and Kyle were out on Halloween, and like my friend was like, oh, that's this dude because we DJ every time before we go out, like we pregame, so we kind of just DJ and like party, whatever. But we always play this guy's music, and I'm like, oh damn, like, and he's like, let me introduce you, and we talked and like kind of like hit it off also, and then I had Daylight kind of already to like an 80 to 90% place, but I was like, yo, this would be a great one to collab on. And so that's kind of how it happened. And then the whole TikTok thing, like
it was interesting time, because that was like one of the records that we made and released probably the quickest. We normally have a handful of things that we're like, okay, we gotta wait.
Normally it takes like 2 years for a song to come out,
because we're always making tons of stuff. But this was like something Trevor had just produced, a song called Take Your Man that went off on TikTok, and so we saw the power of that. And a lot of people in the dance space specifically aren't really even still on TikTok, and like we were like, we didn't make the song for it, but we were like, what is the best song we have that could possibly do well on there? And this is the one we chose, and obviously it's proving to be a pretty solid choice.
So we turned it around really quick. So that was kind of what was cool about that one. It was like that fresh thing where you're like, yeah, this is great, like, and then I think that there's a lot of power behind that too, rather than a song coming out like 2 years later,
If I could change the past, I'd go right back to the first day, the day that it started.
Like whenever we're making a track, we're always like, all right, we want to like, how can this be heard like on a stage, or like during a festival, or like how will this come across live, and kind of like making the track with that in mind.
Completely.
Or like, what the parts would be, or like, it's just like where it would get into our set. And
honestly, we play in like everything, even the synth stuff. Like we play in the bass lines, we play everything in. It's the easiest, most inspiring thing. Like we were working on a record yesterday, and like we're just getting hyped because we're playing it. We're all just playing this stuff, So
so I think that that's also part of it, is like how we're gonna play it live and stuff like that. So it all kind of comes across like that, I think, like really naturally.
Now, how do you choose your features? How do you curate who will be good to join up with you guys?
in the past, it's kind of just been word of mouth, and like we've taken sessions and we've written with some Nashville writers, some LA pop writers. You know, we do a lot of like writing and production. Some influencers as well, you know, social media influencers. But yeah, moving forward, it's exciting to see like, you know, how we continue with actual work on that.
Yeah, and I think for us that's really big has always been doing like unique collabs for our lane. Like we did a track with Sammy Adams, and we have like a lot of people on our bucket list that we would like to do stuff with.
Yeah,
like Kanye being one of them. Like super random things that you wouldn't necessarily
genre
see.
Yeah, and we just like we'll reach out to people too. Like that's like a big part of it too. Just like not being afraid to reach out to people and be like, hey, we love your voice. Like, can you send some top lines over, etc.
Wow.
Everything is just at TELYKast, TELYKAST.
We're big on Instagram, TikTok, obviously.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah,
we're super active with all of them.
Hi, we're TELYKast, and you've just been buzzed.